Hi guys, I'm Maya,
And I'm Karen,
and we're Sustainably Chic.
bringing to you all things both fabulous and thrifty in the world of sustainable living. So, guys, we're coming to you not live, but we're coming to you from the office. Uh, all right, we set this room up because it has the best lighting.
Beautiful pictures of them all.
Yeah, well, this is where I do my online business, vintage clothing, and so we just set it up so we could film in here because, as I said, it has really great light. All right, so we're coming to you about journaling as and journaling beginning in the new year. Now, for us, or I can specifically speak for myself, I've been journaling for 24 years, actually 25 years now that I think about it. It's been 25 years that I've been journaling. I started right before our oldest child was born, or and it was the first journal that I received was a gift from a friend. It was a baby shower gift, and I started there, and I haven't stopped since. So I have a huge collection of journals, that I've used over the years, and but today we're giving you, not only we're going to share that portion of it with you, but we're also sharing why maybe you would like to join us in the new year, January 1st, 2021. Share journaling with us, and then we do this together. There are 5 great reasons to journal.
Can I talk?
Yes, of course, Maya. Oh, by the way, I will say this. When I started journaling, as soon as they could write, I started
Giving us
giving
journals.
them little tiny journals or
Which
little
we didn't really know what
notepads.
they were for.
And because sometimes they would see me writing in a little notebook, and so they, like children do, they often copy and mimic what their parents are doing. And this was one of them. And so I started them journaling when they could write or even just draw pictures. Go ahead.
I distinctly remember my mom gave me a piece of paper. At first, she said it was a piece of paper, not a journal. So in the piece of paper, she was like writing, and I was like, I want to do that. I had no idea what she was doing, but I do remember this, and Madison probably remembers it too. But she would
Her
give
sister.
she would give us a journal, and instead of us writing words because we were just learning how to write, I would just take the pen and write scribbles all the way down every line. And I thought I was doing something. I was like, I'm doing just like mommy. And I was just writing like little hump of scribbles. But once I started learning like what she was doing, I started making my own journals. And I have one that I like still have, and the rest got lost somehow along the way. But like you can read back on what 8-year-old you wanted to say.
And one thing, so the first thing that I would say, the first reason that I began journaling was to gain perspective. Um, so, whatever situation or problem or new event happened in my life, I journaled about it. If it was a happy experience, sad experience, whatever the case, or life changing experience, it was journal. I would journaled about it, and and from the perspective, I was able to look at things. Once I wrote things out, I was able to see what it was that I actually wanted to focus on, and how either we could make the situation better, or have more fun in the situation, or I could just see the situation more clearly by journaling. And also, for those of us out there who express ourselves uh, better through writing, and are able to like put down our heart and soul on paper, it really helps you, and it's very cathartic, and able to just put it all out there in a way, not necessarily venting all the time, but it's a way, I guess perspective is a way of venting and putting it all out there. And then the second reason I think to journal is to gain clarity from the perspective. So once I just vented or put all that excitement down in the journal, then after that, it gave me clarity as to what it was that I wanted to work on, or what it was that I was hoping to accomplish, or what it was that I wanted to see happen in that situation. And and to get all of that from journaling. Like I said, been journaling for a long time, and I really enjoy it, and I'm glad that you all enjoy it too. Although they journal differently from me.
I can explain the way I journal.
Oh yeah, go
Madison
ahead.
can, but she's not here.
I'll just say for Madison, she journals. I wish I had some of her journals, because she journals via sketchbooks. So she
draws pictures.
She
based
draws
on what
pictures,
she's feeling.
right? Or
Which
what
none of us can draw, so she's the only
she's
one that
who
journals
can,
like that.
she's the only one who can sketch out her feelings and draw out what it is that she's going through, or the happiness or the excitement that she's feeling in that moment. And yeah, it works for her. And once again, one, she gains perspective, and two, she gains clarity.
And she's also the only one who can read that, because we're like,
well, she's the only one who
picture.
can not necessarily read it, but
like know why she was drawing
right,
that.
Basically,
Because the rest of us
put
were like,
it into words. But then
landscape.
yeah, and also the journaling is not for everyone else. It's for you. It's for you to understand what it is that you want, what perspective and what clarity you need in that situation.
No, the way I journal, and I journal this way, and this never actually happened, but every time I thought about journaling as a kid, Mom was like, just journal, write out your feelings and everything. I was like, someone's going to find my journal and they're going to read it. And I was like, that's a problem. That never actually happened, because Mom had strict rules: do not pick up people's property and do not read it, because that's rude. But I still had the fear, like, they'll just read my journal and know everything, and I didn't really have anything to hide, but I thought I did. And so the way I started journaling growing up was through, like, poems. I basically write down my feelings in a way that, like, I understand it's poems, but they go down...
poetry.
Yeah, poetry. Like, that's how I express my feelings, and how happy the poetry is, or how sad the poetry is, or I know. And sometimes I make, like, poetry based on things that happen to me or to others, and it's not cathartic. What's the word? Makes you feel nice.
Warm fuzzies, or
No.
makes you feel good, or
makes you feel relaxed.
Oh, okay. Less stressed.
Yeah, so it, like, de-stresses me. And then once I write it and I look back on it, like, later, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand why you felt that way in that moment, because based on this is what was happening in your life at that time. And so it gives me, like, perspective, because I wrote it then, and then I can look back on it and get some clarity, like, yes, that is why you were so upset, and you repeated it 5 days later, so it makes sense why you're still upset. So,
and on that point, the third thing that I think happens when you journal is growth. So you have perspective, which then gives you clarity in whatever event, situation, or experience that you've gone through, that you've written about or drawn, and you're able to grow from what it is that you've learned in that situation. And not only grow, but the growth happens not only because you can think about it on your own when you settle down with yourself, but it also allows you, when you look back and you read about what you've gone through, or the experience that you had, or what have you, you see how you've grown through, maybe in the few weeks or the few days, weeks, months, and years. And
I have journals that far back.
When I have journals that far back.
Everyone else like, we don't have journals.
I brought in a couple of my journals, like, I have so many journals. Yeah, but like I said, so first would be perspective, second is clarity, third is growth, and the fourth, I believe, once you have grown from these situations, it leads you to the fourth thing, which is gratitude, which is just like this wonderful feeling, like you're able to just be grateful for whatever it was
that you went through,
or that you experienced, or the event that happened that brought you so much joy. You're able to have gratitude, and also have, depending on what you're journaling about, whether it's family, friends, situations, events, you're able to be grateful for those people around you who have brought in the thing, and not necessarily the things, but when you realize things you went through, or the things that you experienced, And you're able to gain gratitude from those things and be grateful for the people around you who help bring those things to fruition.
Yeah, you can quite literally count your blessings because
Yes.
you can see them.
You can literally go back and see
It's
them.
like, oh man,
Yes.
that was my struggle in that moment, and this person or that thing or this event helped me through it. And you can look back and be like, I'm really grateful or I'm really thankful that I went through that so that I could learn how to be whatever. Or it's like, I'm really glad that thing happened to me because it taught me to really appreciate blah, blah, blah. So, like, when Thanksgiving came, for the first time, I actually was like, not first time, but as a kid, you're like, I'm thankful I have blah, blah, blah. And it's like frivolous, but you're like, you're kids. So you're like,
but it matters.
It matters. But when I became an adult and I started doing my journaling, I could literally see the things that I was thankful for because I wrote them all down, or I remembered them because they were so powerful at the time. Mm-hmm. And you can really go back and be like, yeah, I was really thankful that happened in that way, and you can see it better.
And I think number 5 for me, the 5th reason that I journal, or I would suggest anybody journal, is contentment. So you have your gratitude where you can look at each experience, each person in your life, and everything that you go through, and have some level of gratitude for it. And I think the gratitude fosters a sense of contentment, not contentment that leads you to complacency where you don't change or you don't make positive changes in your life or look for the positives in your life. I mean contentment that allows you to continue to grow, but also at the same time be happy with what you have, where you are in your whatever situation you are in life. And I feel that helps propel us forward, thank God. And to look forward to a brighter and better whatever that thing is for you. And it encourages us. And so now we'll just show you some of the journals that we have, or that I've collected. I'm not going to go through all of them because we'd be here all day.
I have one thing to say for that. We have journals, like journals, the journal book, what everyone thinks of when they think of journal. But you can journal anyway. You can get like a Spiral 5 notebook or a regular notebook.
I was just about to say.
She used to do it all the time. And we were like, what is this?
I have not always. There are some times where you get the cute journals, hence, these, or, you'll get these. This was Every Day I'm Hustling. This was one of my journals for my business. I got this at Walmart. And at Walmart, these are $10, by the way, and I like them because they're book bound, hard bound, and they have the divider, the tassel divider, and in it,
right?
and inside this one, it has like dates and everything. Yeah, I filled this one out, but this was my business journal. And then, they shall not be left out. I have the 5 subject notebooks because I like the spiral bound. I like the never ending pages. These are cute, but these allow me to write freely.
So you didn't have to change the page after you
right. So I'll be starting the new year with a journal that I picked up at Target for $5.99. I do believe it was a sale because it said where it was $10. But
you're gonna have to read that to them
so this one I thought was pretty encouraging.
Be bold, take risks.
Okay, so it says, go ahead and read it.
Be bold, take risks, live life freely, lead by example, trust your gut, say what you feel, mean what you say, express gratitude, believe in your power, exceed your expectations, dance the night away, skip down the street, don't take no for an answer, be your best self, and don't look back.
Amen to that. And
they make sure we got all of it now.
Yeah, they make sure that, and yes,
so all the advice you need.
And yes, it's just a little book bound thing, but what you put inside matters so much more. And you're putting your hopes, dreams, and your prayers in your journals. That's what I've been doing, especially prayers. And I have 25. Well, I have a lot of journals, and I date my journal
I'm not
entries.
laughing at her journal. My
Your
earring fell out.
I saw that, but I was going to ignore it. But I date my journal entries so that I can go back and know which period of time that it came through. For instance, this one is rather dusty. Is from April 4th, 2002. So I was like, whoa. And I even got so desperate, I wrote on the cover on the back.
You know that joke I made earlier that someone might read your journal? See,
they have read my journal.
No, we haven't. This is the thing. When we were younger and we didn't know any better, we picked up Mom's journal. We were like, what is she writing them? Because I don't know. No one can read my mom's journals because they're all in cursive, but they're in a cursive that no one can read except her.
No.
So she can go back, pick up her thing, and be like, blah, 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 blah. This is what I said. This is what I said.
Mm-hmm, that's
but
why you're coughing now.
We would look at it and be like,
true.
gibberish, gibberish, gibberish.
But so in the description for the month of January, Maya's gonna show you her journals next. But I just wanted to say, in the description box, I'm going to leave 31 journal prompts for each day. Hopefully I can do that. Hopefully I don't run out of space, but I'll leave as many as I can. I'm going to try and get to 31 prompts for the month of January, so that you can journal every day with us. Know that I'll be journaling every day. Like I said, I've been doing it for so long. I wake up early in the morning and I start my day with prayer, tea, a walk, and journaling. And it's like a habit now. A walk or a run, yeah.
That's her. That's her. That's only her. I am not a person that journals every day. That's not for most people. That's not for some people. Not most people. That's not for some people.
Yeah.
I don't journal every day. I journal when I really need to talk to somebody, but there's no one for me to really express that would get it except for me. So I open my journal. Well, my journal at the moment is online in a locked book that no one can see. So, but I just go in there, I type the day, and then I write my poetry and I get it out on paper, and then I read it back to myself, and then I can really see how I'm feeling because it's not just bustling through my brain. And then I'm given a sense of like contentment, the relaxation, and then I'm like, oh, okay, you're good now. And then many days could pass, a month could pass, like 3 months could pass, and then I have another moment where I just need to write it down. So that's me. Or we already talked about this little journal. This is the little journal. They can't see it. That's the first journal that it's not the first journal, but it's the journal I have that when I was 8, and I don't even know what I was talking about. My handwriting is atrocious. I don't really want you to read it.
That's what I was thinking, like, why are you putting it that close?
Kind of a dumpster fire. I was 8. I don't know what I was talking about.
And do you want to tell them about your tea journal?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. But yeah, this was this one. And I'm also the type of person, when I journal on paper, I have to have colorful pens. Like, I can't just write with black. I get bored. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I just color
Make your
code
journaling
everything.
Fun. Yeah.
I color code everything. The examples
I have
are
colorful
green.
pens too.
The answers are red. I'm a weird person.
Yeah. You can doodle and journal, like just drawing things, like we said before. And Maya, you mentioned journaling online. There are a lot of people who do that. And, I like the books. I like to have...
I didn't have a book.
No. I'm saying I enjoy actually having the paper and writing. That for me is very helpful. But for others, because they're already using their laptop or their computer, that makes more sense. Or they have their phone right in their hand. That makes more sense for them. But do what works best. And as I said, we're going to leave the prompt. We're going to leave some 31 prompts in the description of things that will help each day, or that you can journal each day. And know that we'll be journaling along with you. I have all the prompts ready to go, but we'll be journaling along with you guys.
Okay, she was saying tea journals, and if you watched our videos for a certain amount of time, you know that I'm obsessed with tea. And so there's a reason I am, because I have the autoimmune. I have an autoimmune problem, and it makes my digestive tract not as good. And so I need to know what teas or what medicine or what I prefer teas, because the herbal remedies, I like those better than like the chemicals. So I know what teas
And it works for that doesn't work for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So in this, I have a little table of contents. Wait. Yes, I put a table of contents in a journal. I'm normal. And it's a table of contents, and it tells you each tea and what page it is, and I numbered the whole thing. But that was this journal, and this journal is more of this journal, because this is small and this is bigger. But these were these journals, and then the journal that I have online is about like me. And then for Christmas, which was yesterday, I got them, and then I got this little journal. And I still haven't figured out what I'm going to use these journals for, but I know I'm going to use them before 2020 is over. Maybe
2021?
Yeah, 2021 is over. This journal, it has words on it. Just say that. It says, "You are here to do incredible things, brave things, bold things, things that only you can do."
And on that note, we thank you guys so much for watching.
Rude. All those journals she put up.
I only put up one. I went really fast. We thank you guys so much for watching. This video is at 23 minutes.
So cut me off. Yeah.
And like I said, those are our 5 reasons: perspective, clarity, growth, gratitude, and contentment. And we'll have 31 prompts, hopefully. Well, I'm going to try and put it all in. Hopefully I don't run out of the number count in the description box below. And we hope that you'll join us on the journaling journey for January 2021. So get your journals ready, and we'll see you back February 1st to do our next.
Is it really February 1st?
Well, because we're going to go all the way to January 31st.
What?
Journaling. We're not going to talk about. We'll all be journaling together.
I thought she was saying that our next video was February 1st.
No,
I was like, we skipped a whole lot.
Our next video about journaling will come to find out how you all did and what stuck out most for you if you're new to journaling. And on the 1st, right before the 1st of February, we'll upload the next journaling for February, 28 days of February, to journal together. And on that note, we thank you guys for watching, and we
share, subscribe,
share, and subscribe, and
watch Vlogmas.
And thank you to all of our new subscribers, and and we'll see you next week, I think. But if not, Happy New Year to you all. Bye.